like I've been walking on ice. Just wanna let everything go and feel alright. When I hear the drums and the heartbeats, sweat drip down our bodies. Oh, I know we're living. When it's done, we're gonna have a good time. 1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the lights.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Today is Wednesday. Another guest today. We have 2 guests in a row, and I think we're securing another one on Friday. Today we have host, former Radio City Rockette, podcaster, TV show star.
Former Bachelor contestant, Emmy
Wait,
winner.
what?
Yes, she was on The Bachelor. That's the funnest fact. You think the funnest fact is that she's a Rockette or that she won
Right.
an Emmy. It's that she was on The Bachelor.
Shut the fuck up.
Like
Whose season?
back in the day. I think it was Brad. It was like one of the Brads.
I'm shook.
I know.
Well, in case you don't know who
But
we're
that's
talking
like
about.
so not her claim to fame.
No.
Oh, and if that didn't give it away, we have
Keltie.
Keltie.
Keltie and I have so many questions for her, most likely what it felt like being on Lizzo's Instagram this week.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
I'm so jealous. I just have so much to talk to her about, like how you turn your podcast into a TV show. Like, can
Yeah.
I get some notes?
Yeah, make sure you bring your pen and paper.
Right, and how to high kick.
Right. Oh, I wore
And we
a
should tell her
dress
that we
today.
actually had some world famous Radio City Rockettes on our show who taught us how to kick.
Yeah, and they still stand.
They still stand.
I can't believe it's Wednesday. It's the best. Like, this week is just running away from us.
You know what? There's
And
really,
I'm actually, like, it's crazy. I'm a little anxious about it.
there's something to be said about a 4-day work week. Now, I know we've gotten on our soapbox and preached about it before, but
But we haven't picked up our
pitchforks
picket
in a
signs
while.
in a while.
Like, there's something so wonderful about, I just feel like the whole world is like so concerned with work-life balance, and like the answer is right in front of us. 4-day work week, 3-day weekend.
It's
like, that
more
makes,
balanced than 5 to 2.
it makes so much more sense. Like, I feel like this is going to be a really productive week for me, and I only had 4 days.
No, like yesterday, I did more work
You
than
did.
I did.
You were firing off emails. I woke up from a nap, 69 emails.
I was just shooting off emails because like almost half the week was gone and I had to do half a week's worth of work, which just really goes back to productivity. And like, I mean, we are here at the Morning Toast the problem with workplace productivity because it's like if you were just productive all of the hours that you're at work, like you would need to work like.
But that's
you
not
you actually
realistic.
Probably wouldn't even need. They would need less people working.
No, but like
you
all
know?
the jobs in the world, like there is no job that is meant to be 40 straight hours a week of like hard work.
Doctors.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Lawyers.
Okay.
Like real trades.
Oh my, that OC lawyer drama was actually crazy. I
Oh my
actually
God.
felt bad for Gina.
I feel so badly for Gina. Like watching her and Shannon come together, like it actually made me. I felt a lot of different ways, but ultimately I just felt really glad to be watching it.
Me too. And you know what else I
And
felt?
I felt really supportive of Gina.
Me too. But you know what else I felt? I felt that jealousy is not a good look on Emily.
No, Emily. I mean,
Emily's falling apart.
Nothing is a good look on Emily
That
right now.
moment where her husband came home from the bar, like that was one of the saddest moments of my life. Like I've never felt so sad for someone in my life.
I know, and honestly, I hope he doesn't pass.
No, I hope
He doesn't deserve to.
I only want bad things for him, and I feel like at this point, because this was filmed like a year ago, I'm expecting a divorce announcement. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, being so open, like with a TV show about how your marriage is falling apart, you only do that when your marriage is over. Like, when you're trying to keep it together, like for the kids, you don't talk about it on TV.
Also, I feel as though while they're filming like these scenes, they're trying to keep it together. While she's filming her testimonials, which are a few months later, it might be over because her testimonials are more defeatist than
Yeah.
the scenes where she's like still trying to be an optimist.
Also, they gave him testimonials,
Oh.
and he looked much more handsome.
But I think they just wanted to show what a monster he is. Did you miss your
wife?
family?
Oh my God, awful.
Awful.
Evil. Okay, so we will recap Real Housewives of Orange County after the Fast Five. Today's supposed to be Dear Toasters, but because we just have such a busy day between recaps, we have the Snatchler, and we have Keltie, we're going to save that for tomorrow when I don't believe we have a guest. And if you're looking for a Bachelor recap, wait a few hours. The Snatchler will be up on the Snatchler podcast page in a few hours.
Yeah, so just, the world keeps turning. We actually have some decent news today.
Okay.
And I'm excited to chat about it here on the Morning Toast.
Oh, okay. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, I've heard really great things. Like my friends are in the group and like they love it.
Oh, by the way, I was also super productive yesterday. I let in like almost 1,000 people to the Morning Toasters Facebook group.
Oh, you did? That's so weird.
Yeah.
'Cause I let in like 400. I didn't realize
Really?
you had done that. Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I let in so many, and the people were just like really, I think this group of people that I let in were people who have been waiting for a really long time because they put so much effort into their answers. Like I was laughing at jokes that I don't even remember that we have.
No, I know. That's my favorite part is like to see what inside jokes like are established in the community, but that we didn't even realize are jokes yet.
Right. You know who didn't get in is the girl who wrote, I'm much more of a Claudia because I talk over people and I have no respect. Bye, bitch. You didn't get in.
Damn.
By the way, when you're doing membership and like the third question for if you want to get into the group is, are you a Claudia or a Jackie, or explain? Do you tend to favor like the people who say Jackie?
No, because I don't want to seem like you only get in if you say, like, I'm so concerned.
Well, no, it's balanced because I definitely favor the people who say Claudia. I don't even need to know your reason. Check.
It definitely gives me a hard on when someone says Jackie, and like, it makes me feel good. But in general, I feel like this duty to be super unbiased. So I probably give more to you. You know?
Wow. Okay, so
because I'm like
have double the amount of Claudias.
I'm scared
in the
of bias in the membership process.
A group of Claudias is so scary. Like we definitely need Jackies to balance the group.
That's
you know?
true. That's true. And then when someone says they're a snitch, in.
And
when someone says they're a Theo, in.
Or Olivia.
Yes.
Because that means they have their head on right.
Yeah, 100%.
I know that's like super uninteresting to like tell people about your dreams, but I just want to tell the toasters my dream because it was so weird, and I know why I had it, but I would love to get like an analysis of my dream. Me, you, and Ben were at a club, and I was with Kevin Federline. And I feel like if Kevin Federline before this dream like walked up to me on the street, like I literally wouldn't know who he was. He's like has such a not memorable face and a not memorable career, and he's like famous but not.
He has a memorable wardrobe.
But in my dream, he was so cute. Like he was snatched and so cute, and him and I were like making out, and Ben was right in front. It was so weird.
Was he the snatcher?
He snatched me.
That's gross.
I know, it was so gross. And then I woke up, the first thing I did was like, what does Kevin Federline look like? And I Googled pictures of him. Obviously, I remember I was reading a story about him right before bed, so that's why.
Of course.
Is that a story today?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't spoil the story.
It's big news.
Big news.
So without further ado, should we get into the big news?
Okay. Wow. I'm fighting a cold.
I feel like that went straight to your brain.
Yeah, I have a head high now. Oh, yeah.
Without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
That's true. That's definitely true. There's nothing that you just said that wasn't true. But, and I'm going to let you get there, sis. I'm going to let you get there.
You're going to let me finish?
I'm going to let you finish. But I do need to let everyone know that today's episode is brought to you by Function of Beauty.
Love it.
We all know the frustration, bottles and bottles piling up in your bathroom, each one falsely promising a miracle solution that only kind of work. But what if there was just one shampoo that could truly do it all? Function of Beauty is a hair care brand that has a quiz, so that's how you know it's premium as fuck. They ask you a ton of questions about what type of hair you have, what you're looking to get out of your hair. Mine is kind of broken and looking for some hydration. Also, I don't like a fragrance in my shampoo because it stains my pillows and I just don't like it.
I love a fragrance.
So you can choose not fragrance.
Stain my pillows.
Or you can choose a type of fragrance. It's just super customized, and then they give you these huge bottles, fucking little shampoo. I got my hair cut, and I bought the fancy shampoo they try and upsell you, and it was literally 3 days worth of shampoo. I have a ton of hair. I don't need just a dollop. I need a fucking puddle. So the Function of Beauty ones are enormous bottles. That's one of the most premium parts of it. They address all your hair needs, not just one, because most drugstore brands only address a single concern, like they volumize or they strengthen. But with Function of Beauty, you can choose up to 5 hair goals to add to your formulation. They have unrivaled customization with over 54 trillion combinations possible. Function of Beauty individually formulates every bottle based on your hair type, your hair goals, and your preferences. They never use sulfates, parabens, phthalates. If you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be in there. Mineral oils or any harmful ingredients. They're safe and natural. It is vegan and cruelty-free, and it's the internet's top-rated customer hair care brand. I really enjoy using it. Also, they put my name on the bottle, which just makes me feel special.
Yeah.
And if you want to get in on all the fun, listeners can receive 20% off your first order. To redeem, head to functionofbeauty.com/toast. Take the hair profile quiz. Go to functionofbeauty.com/toast to get 20% off your custom formula.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting a lot of compliments on my hair recently.
You actually have.
Mostly from the toasters, and I've been using Function of Beauty, and I don't think that it's unrelated.
No, I don't disagree.
In fact, I think it's related, because before Function of Beauty, I was just using whatever shampoo and conditioner Zach uses. So men's or drugstore. Yeah, I never put thought into my shampoo and conditioner.
Actually, me neither. I just buy a big tub from the drugstore.
I buy unisex. No, I need I'm a fancy lady. I need my own, and Function of Beauty is to the rescue.
Wait, I have to share some super interesting information because I was just going to ask you, are you wearing KKW shimmer on your legs? Because they look shiny as fuck.
Only the best for Keltie.
But I wanted to share a very interesting piece of information that I got an email yesterday about a PR gifting from Skims.
Oh, I got it last week.
whatever. I'm so fucking excited.
I'm so excited, mostly because I really need it.
And I didn't think I was going to be able to get it because her shit is always selling out. Like, that's why I'm excited. Like, this is a necessity.
Like, they ask for sizes and everything.
No, I know. And I
Which,
usually...
like, does that mean they're sending everything?
Usually when, like, a PR company sends, like, send me your sizes. Like, you know, I totally lie. Like, I don't need my real sizes out.
They asked for my bra size,
Me
and
too.
you know what? I gave it to them
Me too.
straight up.
And this time I was incredibly honest, just because I actually want to use this stuff. Like, with PR stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm a size 8.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a size 4 shoe. Yeah. No, I'm really excited. I think we should do an episode just in our skims.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can be that brave.
Just to show them how grateful we are.
And how committed to the brand we are.
For the opportunity.
I love it.
And how it was a great choice for them to send to us.
Did you say the Fast Five?
I said it, so let's get into it, yeah?
You said it? Let's do it.
Without further ado, first story, former Disney Channel star Jordan Pruitt claims she was treated like a, quote, cash cow in sex abuse lawsuit.
Okay.
I'm going to go through the details, and
Hold
then
on.
I want your thoughts.
I read the podcast reviews yesterday, and they begged me to stop singing, and I will. Except for, you make me wanna jump to the rhythm and dance to the music. All in together we'll show how we do it. Jordan Pruitt's an icon. That's all I want to
think
say.
that when we sing like that, it's actually enjoyable, but it's when, you know, you're in the middle of a sentence and you just like hit a high note.
It's just so sad people just don't value true talent anymore. Like,
I think they value
I think
it,
I was
but like
born
you
in
have
the wrong
to,
time period.
you know, there are audio constraints in the podcasting
Sure.
realm, and that's one of them.
We'll talk to Keltie about it.
Jordan Pruitt isn't staying silent anymore. The former Disney Channel star and The Voice contestant broke her silence on Tuesday afternoon after alleging that she had been sexually abused by her former manager, Keith Thomas, and she's naming names.
Yeah, apparently she filed the suit like weeks ago under Jane Doe.
Yeah.
And now she's coming out.
According to legal documents filed on August 14th and obtained by E! News, the 28-year-old singer-songwriter filed a lawsuit against Thomas and her former record label, Hollywood Records, and its parent company, Walt Disney. She filed a lawsuit on 7 counts, including sexual battery of a minor, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, negligent supervision, negligent retention/hiring, negligent failure to warn, train, or educate, and breach of fiduciary duty. Wow, sounds like a lot of negligence. Moreover, Pruitt claimed Hollywood Records and Walt Disney Company both failed to prevent the abuse, which she alleges began when she was 14 years old and continued until a week before she turned 16.
Right, the lawsuit states that he was like a known abuser, and if he wasn't known by some people, like the negligence allowed for it.
Yeah, 100%. And like this goes all the way to the top. She's calling everyone out.
I'm so
and I'm
here for
so
it.
proud of her because this is obviously so hard to do. So few people are doing it in a public way, naming names, and like she's laying it all out there.
This is so brave. Like, I really hope when you finally like come out and sit and do something like you've been afraid to do, like people are so fucking nasty. Like, I don't even want to know what people are saying about her on Twitter. So I hope she's not reading that, because what she did was very brave, and I'm sure it took her a long time to get there.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything nasty, but I also like don't look for nasty stuff.
And you also don't have a Twitter.
That's true. I do on the Toast Twitter.
You know, every now and then I get a notification like the morning Toast liked your tweet, and I'm like, I know that's Jackie. Or is that you, Margot?
It could be an accident. I don't know how to use Twitter, but I'm always on the Toast Twitter.
Are you?
Looking at like Bachelor in Paradise stuff.
Yeah, I'm always on the Toast Twitter. Like that, I use that as my personal Twitter.
Yeah, like Twitter sucks, but it's a necessary evil.
It is. I don't know what the necessity is.
No, me neither, but it's just fun.
Yeah, but then even like I guess the necessity is like live tweeting Bachelor in Paradise, seeing what people think. But like then I read it and I'm like, oh, that's not what I think. Bye.
No, that's not the necessity for me. I actually make a lot of content on Twitter.
I didn't think that the Matt Donald montage was like the best 20 seconds of television.
No,
Oh
me
my
neither.
God, me neither.
And I just thought like this particular week was like 2 boring episodes, and like Twitter was like trying to make fetch happen. Like everyone, like Bachelor in Paradise, who I follow, their account was like retweeting every single person who was like, that kissing montage, like
Right,
amazing.
that's what I saw.
Like it wasn't funny. No, it was
No.
like, it was cute, but like, is it worth 1,000 retweets? I don't think so.
And it's like not like they just went on a date. The fact that they're kissing like isn't a huge deal.
No, by the way, that's what's so disgusting about this show. It's like, the premise is like, he's a freak because he doesn't want to kiss someone he's known for a day. Like, his mom is watching. I totally agree.
Me too.
I totally agree.
He just sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah,
And the sweating thing, so relatable.
Tajwan.
totally.
Tajwan left too early because Matt Donald was the man for her.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Brie. I
She's
think
beautiful.
God.
so
Oh my
beautiful.
God.
She's-
That
Did you look
body.
at her Instagram?
No, but her like on the
neon
the
bathing
surfboard, like, are you
Her
kidding?
Instagram is so premium.
Is
like
it?
her pictures are so great. Plus, she's like a model, so she knows how to work
She
it.
models for Morgan Stewart
Yeah.
Sport and like a bunch of websites. I'm always seeing her on websites.
Me too.
No, I know. Like it's. I was really excited about her. And I'm annoyed that she didn't get to come sooner and like wasn't given the respect that she deserves.
Because there's no one on the beach for her to go on a date with. I thought she was literally going to go home.
She might be the last person to come, which like usually that person gives up their day card to a couple who needs a date.
Right.
Like,
let's save it for the Snatchler.
Okay, save it for the Snatchler. Anyway, so proud of Jordan Pruitt. We stand behind her. We are with her.
We are totally with her.
And I hope
this
that
is one
justice is
step
served.
in the right direction of the takedown of the pedophilia ring that is Hollywood.
Yes, definitely. Like, we need to be protecting our children. They are the future. If we're not protecting them, like,
If we're not protecting them, who are we protecting?
right, our adult selves who can protect ourselves.
The Larry Nassers of the world?
No.
No, thank you.
No, the children. Do it for the children. Speaking of the children, Britney Spears' ex-husband Kevin Federline receives more custody of the couple's children.
I feel like I can't really give like an impartial, take on this story.
Because you made out with him last night?
Me and like Kevin are like an item.
Yeah. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline are adjusting their child custody arrangement. According to court documents obtained by E! News, the former couple has agreed that Kevin will get custody of their 2 boys 70% of the time. As for Britney, she will get 30% unsupervised custodial rights. Previously, the duo agreed on 50-50 custody. This new arrangement reportedly has been in place since August 2018. Things became official, however, last week. So it's not a huge deal that this is happening because it's been this way for a while, not formally, but now it's formal. Also, he filed a report that Britney Spears' dad abused one of the boys.
Well, it's very confusing because I didn't know that the dad's name was Jamie.
I didn't know that either.
And they kept referring to Jamie Spears in this article, and I'm like, Jamie Spears did not do that. There's no way Jamie Lynn, Zoe, she didn't do it. So it was very confusing, and then I realized it was the dad, and it was a little wishy-washy about what happened, but the kids were at the dad's house, and one of the kids did something bad, and I guess the dad overreacted, and Kevin Federline was very upset about it. They said he had no visible bruises or anything, but he scared the kid.
Yeah. Not cool.
Not cool.
Grandparents, I understand sometimes children need to be disciplined, but grandparents are supposed to be the sweet ones.
Give the chocolate and those little strawberry candies and just do your job.
100%.
Very interesting though. I never really think of Britney Spears and Kevin Federline as a co-parenting unit anymore. I legitimately forgot that they were the kid's dad. So this was just a crazy reminder for me. And I don't know why I'm getting the feeling Kevin Federline's a good dad.
I was just gonna say I think that he might be because one, Britney let him have more custody of the children before even taking them to the courts, which is just he must be usually
a great
you
dad.
have to fight to take someone's children away for more time. You have to fight tooth and nail.
Especially from a mother. A mother, the court always favors the mom in custody.
Right, but we all know Britney has a lot going on right now. It seems like Kevin is there for her, there for the kids. I don't know about that. I'm also watching Big Little Lies where the grandma's trying to take the kids away from Celeste.
Stop! Wait, Jackie.
Sorry,
hasn't that been going on since episode 1?
The second episode. No,
you said
no.
third.
You said third,
but third, it's still not going on.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm just seeing it through that lens. It's not it's not a climate.
Yeah, because she didn't tell you how it ends.
So, and Kevin Federline, is he's still on tour with the Backstreet Boys? Does he have income?
He's not a Backstreet Boy.
I don't think he ever was.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's not Kevin from the Backstreet Boys.
Wait. So who the fuck is? Wait.
He's just a dancer, one of her.
No.
Yes.
No. Wait. My whole world is falling apart. What?
You
Kevin?
wish Britney Spears married a Backstreet Boy, but she
No,
didn't.
I thought 1000% she did.
No, Kevin.
Wait, my
Kevin
whole life
from the
is. I
Backstreet
can't believe I
Boys.
made out with him. He's not even a Backstreet Boy.
No, you made up with a backup dancer.
Who the fuck is Kevin Federline?
A dancer.
He's not a singer.
No, I think he was one of her backup dancers. That's how they met.
He is a rapper, DJ, actor, television personality, professional wrestler, and model. Okay, so
Okay, he's
unemployed.
none of those things.
Yeah.
That's what he became after becoming Britney's
Wait,
cousin.
you don't know how shocked I am that he's not a Backstreet
Look
Boy.
up a picture of Kevin from the Backstreet Boys. They're not the same person. Kevin from Backstreet Boys is way cuter. Yeah.
Oh, he's got actually. But okay, I just want to say, wow, I'm so shocked. I thought this was Kevin Federline.
You wish.
No, I
Is
really
that-
did.
Is that who you made out
This
with
was
last
my
night?
dream.
Oh, so you made out with Kevin from the Backstreet
Congrats.
Boys.
So who the fuck is Kevin Federline?
That's the big question. He
So
was
does he have a job?
his job is Britney Spears' husband. He was
Do you
one
think he
of,
gets spousal support?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes. And I think now he gets
child support.
child support and he's a good dad. So now he's Kevin Federline.
Dad to the stars.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so shocked. For my whole life, I thought Kevin from the Backstreet Boys was Kevin Federline.
So you thought Britney Spears married a Backstreet Boy?
Yes, and I'm
what wonderful world were you living in?
No, totally. I'm
And that would have been such a big trail to Justin.
I'm feeling really shaken up.
So what did you think happened? She went from NSYNC to Backstreet Boys. Did you think
NSYNC.
do you think that's where the feud started?
No, I mean, I just don't. I was so young back then. I don't remember the intricacies of all the relationships. I just remember they wore denim.
There was a
VMAs.
Kevin.
Yeah.
There was a Britney.
I'm shaking. I'm really my whole life is a lie. Am I the only person that thought this?
Yeah, the comments are
Yeah.
just like ripping
However,
you.
like Kevin, like no offense, Kevin, like I'm sure you've been doing great things recently, but like he was a true no one, like a nobody. So like you weren't
Federline or Backstreet
Federline.
Boy?
So you weren't expected to know who he was other than Britney Spears' husband.
But didn't he date a bunch of people?
No, maybe post Britney.
Right. Oh my God. I don't know how I can like finish the show. Like my whole life has been a lie.
What a fun lie! Like to think that the queen of pop and a court jester of pop got together.
Wow. That's all. That's literally all I have to say is wow. I'm speechless.
This is a new level of memory loss.
Yes, it is.
Says Chloe St. Rose.
I think I need to go to some sort of like therapy for my brain.
Skillshare.
Skillshare. It's not mad.
Okay, next story. A spot of news out of Adele's camp.
All right.
Adele is, quote, perky as hell. Okay, like, I relate.
I think she's actually good as hell.
After difficult divorce and itching to share
Right.
new music with fans. So
forgot.
Adele's not in the news often. Now she's on the cover of People magazine with sources saying stuff.
But she's
So,
on the cover of People magazine, like, not by choice, right? She didn't do a photo shoot for them.
I don't know. Like, I feel
doubt
like
it.
it's not by choice.
People magazine is like a weird publication where it's like, it's looped in with like the trash, like, OK Magazine, Us Magazine, like tabloids that you read in the airports. But it actually is like kind of a respectable tabloid. And a lot of people like give their like exclusives to them. And they have like articles about firefighters who are heroes.
Yeah,
Like,
they have a lot of human interest pieces. I feel like Oprah like respects the hell out of people.
I think they're trying to come out of like the airport tabloid.
Yeah, I think they're doing an okay job. It looks like this picture of Adele is like from an awards ceremony, but I don't think they just put Adele on the cover with nonsense when they have like a ton of other exclusive stories
Right.
they could do. So I have to believe there's a spot of truth to this.
They had the Kevin and Astrid exclusive.
They did. Which,
They get
by
all
way,
the Bachelor exclusives.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for them.
Me
Oh
too.
my God, me too.
They're just like normal.
As she always does, Adele is channeling her heartache into music. Multiple sources tell People the superstar who announced her separation from her longtime love in the spring is ready to release new songs sooner than later. Quote, she's definitely getting ready both mentally and physically to promote new music. It seems it will happen later this year, says one source close to the 31-year-old singer. Quote, she talks about last year as a very difficult year, and she said in the past that creating new music is almost like therapy. You can tell that she is ready to share with her fans. On her previous albums, 1921 and 25, the Grammy winner poured her heart into her art, and a music industry source says Adele's upcoming work will be just as personal.
There's so many types of divorces, and I just have a feeling that this Adele one is going to be one where it's like not messy. It's like genuine love and respect for each other, but like we both just moved on, and she can like write really like good, happy, and sad music about it. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like sad about the loss, excited about the future.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, I don't know, but I just wanted happy Adele.
I know.
And I feel like she was so happy. So to go from so happy to not being with that person, it's like it had to have been devastating.
And whoever was the inspiration behind Someone Like You, which I assuming is the guy before her husband.
Yeah, like a million guys ago.
Right. Like, what did he do to her?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So I hope I mean, selfishly, like I hope this guy, you know, this husband, like really hurt her, so we can get like another Someone Like You.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
obviously, my girl Adele, I don't want her going through any pain, so it's so tough.
I'm so excited
I
for
feel
new
like
music, though.
we will get it before the end of the year. I feel like she loves a winter moment, you know, she doesn't come out with new music in the summer.
There are like 4 or 5 artists who I think are incredibly strategic about when they release their music so as not to compete with one another. Like, I think in terms of album sales, the only people who really compete are like Taylor, Beyonce, Adele, in terms of sales, and like they want to own the record and own the moment. So we just got a Taylor album, so it could mean like in the next 4 or 5 months we could get an Adele album.
I agree.
Like once the time has passed and Lover is old news.
yeah.
I'm ready. Like, I feel ready. I feel like we have a lot of great music out there, but not really ballads.
No.
I need
Except for
ballads.
Ben Platt.
I need.
I'm telling you, Ben Platt is amazing.
Amazing. And his new song is amazing.
Amazing.
He can't stop.
He can't stop.
He's really carved out like a genre for himself that I don't even know what to call it.
He's really the next Josh Groban.
Yeah, but like pop Josh Groban. Posh Groban.
Posh Groban.
No, it's like he can do whatever he wants. He has his fans and he's playing to them. You know, he's not trying to be something that he's not.
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
It's like, we know that we like you, do what you want, we support you.
And like, we don't want to hear you try and be like a pop star. Like, we want to hear your voice.
Yeah, wear
Yeah.
your big baggy pants.
Yeah,
stay,
please.
stay.
yeah. We
He's
want
going
to
to
hear
be at
your story.
Radio City in September. We got to go.
We gotta go.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Adele, we're ready for you.
Adele is just an icon. That hair,
Yeah.
that face, that eyeliner,
I
that
also
red lip.
think low-key, like, she lives the best life. Like, she's so famous, she's so rich, but, like, she's so low-key
Private.
and private, but then she also, like, gets to hang out with everyone. She has like really cool friends. I think she has a great personality and everyone wants to be around her.
I think so too.
And they're always having a good time. We always have the best time.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she gets the best of all worlds.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with living in London. Like, I think they really
Yeah.
respect people's privacy
I was
in
gonna
London.
say
Like,
that.
it's not as barbaric as it is in America. So when she wants to, like, get paparazzi'd and be like a girly girl, she can go to New York.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, selectively. That sounds so fun.
Yeah. And I think that's why Taylor also spends a ton of time in London. Like,
Yeah.
you never see photos of her in London.
I feel like
But
where
if
a
she
celebrity
steps out
lives
here-
says a lot about them. Like, when a celebrity's main like home is in New York, they're like more down to earth and like low key. London the same. Like when they live in LA, like you just know that they're like a thirst monster. Like mainly living in LA.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
mainly thirsting
Yeah.
out there.
Because they just got to be in town in case there's any thirsty events happening.
Right, where they're gonna go get their photo taken and like hold up a beverage.
Right, and like also they put their house on the Star Map Walk of Fame, whatever it's called.
Totally. Okay, next story, another bit of good news, but
Rebecca,
never
do you like a
forget.
lipstick?
Yes.
It is a lip liner that I got in my Birchbox.
Ooh, I'm loving Birchbox.
I've used Birchbox way before they partnered with the Toast, but now that they are, it is like truly just gifts. Like I always forget that it's gonna come, and then a month comes, and I got this hair serum because I have really bad flyaways, and it makes my hair not oily but shiny, and then like really tucks away all my broken hairs. It's just like, it's a present to yourself.
It really is, and like you deserve it. And once a month, like you should be like so excited. First of all, and you should be trying new beauty products because like sometimes routines get stale. You got to spice it up.
And not only that, you don't want to spend a lot of money on a huge item before you know if you like it. So Birchbox is like a monthly subscription that sends you smaller sizes of products that they think you'll like, from hair to makeup, beauty, wellness, skin. And then if you like it, you can buy the full thing on your own, but you just never know. And like, I hate spending money on something and they have this huge tub of moisturizer that I don't even like.
Yeah, and sometimes I just want to try something.
Right.
Like, but I can't try it in a store.
No, and then those little travel sizes are great for travel.
Yeah, it's so fun, and it's also super useful, and I think it's super toasty, and you guys should get on the Birchbox train.
The fact is, shopping for fun stuff like beauty products isn't always so fun. You're either scrolling through a website where you can't even get a feel for the product, or you're being approached by a million salespeople when you're just trying to find a nice tester. That's why we love Birchbox. It's a new way to buy beauty. They make it easy and convenient and fun to discover new products and buy full-size versions of the samples when you are done. And you can also earn loyalty points while you're at it. The samples and surprises are delivered to your door. It's a fun treat every month, and you can really experience the products with deluxe and travel size samples. It's not just those single-use packets like you get in the store. Birchbox is an accessible way to discover and enjoy beauty products, and it's great for everyone, even with the uninitiated busiest among us. Birchbox works with over 500 prestige brands and offers something for every hair type, skin concern, and lifestyle. Yeah, it's like you open the box, you think you're gonna get a bunch of like no-name products. Like, no, I got something from Bliss, like rich. They'll send products curated for you, ones that you love. Head over to birchbox.com/TMT to get started at Birchbox and get $5 off when you use promo code TMT. So the code is TMT and the website is birchbox.com/TMT for $5 off your first Birchbox. Also, it makes a great gift. Margot told me, didn't your friends get you like a year subscription to Birchbox? Like when you
Yes.
moved into your first apartment?
Yes.
And that's such a nice gift.
It was actually super exciting. I found my eyeliner that way.
Right. So code TMT, website birchbox.com/TMT.
Yeah, that's one of the brands I'm really excited about.
Me too. And one that I knew about before because they're like fancy and like they're like $1 billion company.
Totally. Okay, next story is definitely bittersweet because it's happy news for Jonah Hill and his fiance, but it's sad for
news
Ruthie.
for Ruthie, yeah.
Justice for Ruthie, and
By the way, the timing, this really could have been Ruthie.
Yeah.
no, I know. Like when he was on, and we'll explain Ruthie in a second. When he was on those apps, like he was looking for his
My
wife,
wife.
and he found her. So about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago,
It was the craziest day in the Toasters Facebook group.
so a girl, a toaster
Named Ruthie.
matched and was messaging with Jonah Hill from
I
a
thought they were
dating app.
DMing.
No, I think it was a dating app.
I don't know.
Whatever. He was like, he was courting her. He like definitely was
courting
interested in her. He
Yeah.
thought she was really pretty.
She
Wanted
was
to take
so
her out.
cute. Like she was so into it. Obviously, she's a toaster. She's talking about it in the group. Like
She was asking for help on like what to say. Like, what do you say to a movie star?
She was so excited, and a fucking snitch. And not this one. The
Oh
negative
my God, I
kind
would
of
never.
snitch.
A fucking snitch. A rat.
Snitch. A rat. Messaged Jonah and told him that the girl that he was talking to was like talking about it in a Facebook group and like in a negative way, but it wasn't even negative.
It wasn't negative at all. She was just like excited and wanted help to talk to a movie star. It was the craziest day in the
They were
Toast.
DMing.
They were
like,
DMing.
Oh, that's even like crazier.
Oh, she DM'd him and was like, "Did I just see you on the street?" Like on
Oh yeah,
Bleecker?
it was a meet cute.
Yeah, it was like so cute. He was like, "Yeah," and it was like, "Do you want to get lunch or something?" Like it was so fucking cute and like perfect and like that's how you should meet a movie star. And
It's a
some fucking
fucking
snitch
rat.
ruined it, and he like totally. What did he say?
I think
to
he
her?
was just like
He like
mean.
scolded her and moved on
Yeah.
to Gianna
But this
Santos.
was a little over a year ago. Like the amount of time that you date someone before you get engaged. Like this Gianna could have been Ruthie, and we could have had them on the toast right now talking about their engagement.
And we could have been invited to the wedding.
I'm so upset. Like, that was the hardest day.
That was the hardest day, and I'll never forget. I think that's like probably the biggest disappointment to come out of the Toasters group. There's been so many simchas as well, but that was probably like the most negative thing.
With every high comes a low.
Right. Jonah Hill and his girlfriend, not Ruthie, but Gianna Santos, are engaged to be married. Page 6 has exclusively learned. Pals of the actor-director have been buzzing about the happy news, and a rep confirmed the engagement to not Ruthie on Tuesday. Hill, 35, and not Ruthie, 30, reportedly began dating last summer, right after he broke up with a woman named Ruthie over DM.
Oh man, I'm so upset.
She's the content manager at a beauty startup, Violet Grey, according to her LinkedIn profile.
She's really just a regular girl.
Yeah, just like Ruthie was. And was previously head stylist and producer at hit fashion brand Kith. Very cool, still not Ruthie.
She's a cool girl.
She graduated from Fordham in 2011. Well, they went deep into her LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, that's the only public page that she has, obviously.
On Monday, the couple were spotted in Manhattan, heading out of the Crosby Street Hotel to breakfast at the Smile. Though photos of the smiling duo walking in the rain didn't seem to show her wearing a ring, maybe because he was saving the ring for Ruthie. Variety reported this week that Hill just plunked down $6.77 million for a 3,100 square foot home in Santa Monica, California, that Ruthie could have been living in.
Oh my God. Well, I'm happy for him. He's like so weird. Like, I can't believe he's Beanie Feldstein's brother, you know?
Okay, by the way, everyone keeps saying that, but then I saw a picture of her for Booksmart, like on my TV to watch it.
And she looked just like him?
It was Phone to Phil.
No, they're both like just like so Jewish looking.
They have the same look, but then they also have the same face.
Interesting.
Like
why don't they have the same name?
I don't know. But like, good for both of them.
I just don't know if Jonah Hill could have become like a true movie star, been in Wolf of Wall Street with the name Jonah Feldstein.
I actually think it would have been fine. Like, that's his brand.
Are they full, like, blood related?
Same parents?
Or is
Probably
it
like
half, which is why they have different last
half.
names?
But like, to us, we'll just take any connection.
To us, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, and it's like we're just striving for those connections. Like, to me, Gigi Hadid and Kendall Jenner are sisters because they once shared the same stepfather who was married to a stepmother.
Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
Yeah. Well, happy for Jonah Hill and not Ruthie. I hope they have a very happy life together. But I hope Jonah knows, like, if any, the time comes where he's doubting or thinking about Ruthie, it's never too late. It's never too late.
No. And like, Ruthie, if you're out there, like, I'm sorry for the hard news. Like, I know she was invested.
No, this. By the way, I'm taking this news hard. I can only imagine how hard Ruthie's taking the news.
Because like
her
she
whole
knows
life, she's seeing Gianna like live the life she was supposed to live
in Santa Monica, like
in a
this new
$7 million house.
And like, Ruthie is totally a Jewish name. Gianna, I don't know. So they could have made like perfect Jewish babies.
Yeah.
The old Jewish lady inside me is upset.
And I hope that snitch, wherever you are, Rotten Hill.
I think we found her. She
we totally found who the snitch was.
Yeah.
But that is insane.
And like, I don't want to jinx anything, but here I go. We haven't had a case of snitch.
Don't
Jackie.
say it.
But if I say it, no, but if I say it, it doesn't.
No, if you say it, happens.
No, it's always the thing that you don't expect, like your picture's not showing up in the Rascal Flatts meet and greet.
But they did show up.
But they did.
Update from yesterday's episode, we found our meet and greet pictures with Rascal Flatts, and they're so ugly but so precious.
Yeah, they're so ugly but so cute.
They could have like installed some better lighting, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think those are the things Rascal cares about.
Okay, our fifth and final story before we recap Real Housewives of Orange County is just something I feel so excited and so passionate about because Hallmark's 2019 Christmas movie slate is here.
What time of year do they start putting them out? September?
Countdown to Christmas, it looks like in October.
It's a good time.
Yeah, that is a good time.
Do they do Halloween movies?
Yes, they do. Everything is seasonal.
Yeah.
Also, September, it's like way too soon. It's still 70 degrees in New York. I don't want to watch a Christmas movie.
No, and they have to do like autumnal movies, Falling in Love.
Yeah, and the fall parade.
Yeah.
Then
the pumpkin
October
carving
is
contest.
definitely when it's time to start. I probably won't start participating until November.
I really want to watch Falling in Love. I was about to watch it before bed last night, but I was so tired and I really wanted to enjoy it, and it looks so good. And I die for Christina Milian, so I'm gonna save it for like a weekend moment.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's definitely like a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of movies. The schedule has come out, and a lot of names that I don't know.
What about Alicia May? What's her name?
Oh, Alicia Witt, Toaster.
Alicia Witt. I forgot to tell you. I don't know. I know you didn't watch the final season of Orange Is the New Black, but she's in it.
Oh, she's perfect.
She's really moving on up.
Here's an interesting factoid. On November 24th, Christmas at Graceland is premiering with Adrian Grenier.
What?
Wasn't that already a movie?
Christmas
at Graceland, Home for the Holidays. It must be a sequel. It must have done really well.
Wait.
And Priscilla Presley is in it.
Oh,
What?
wait.
Like, they're just getting really
Is
big
there
names.
any, what's her name? The girl that I love. The one from Miss Christmas?
Oh,
Brooke something.
Brooke d'Orsay.
Yes.
No, I'm telling you, like, so
What
many.
about Gretchen Wieners?
She's in Christmas in Rome. Sounds like a winner. Kristen Chenoweth is in Hallmark Hall of Fame, A Christmas Love Story.
She's so Hallmark.
Danica McKellar is in Christmas at Dollywood. Ooh, that's Dolly Parton's in it.
Ooh.
Wow, there's some big names. Also, Chad Michael Murray. He's honestly so Hallmarky.
He's perfect.
He's
for
on
it.
the up and up, honestly.
He's in a movie called Right Before Christmas.
Wow, this is so exciting. They're really pulling out all the big budgets.
Kelly
very-
Pickler is in a film called The Mistletoe Secret.
Can we talk about Kelly Pickler for a minute?
I think like she's goals.
Do you?
Yeah,
Really?
because she like is living the dream. Like she's a celebrity. She's in Hallmark movies. She has a morning show on Hallmark.
I believe it got canceled. Oh no, it was on CMT.
It was-
Pickler
yeah,
and Ben.
it was canceled.
It was Pickler and Ben.
It was
It was on
canceled.
CMT. It was canceled. Well, she had an opportunity for a morning show on CMT, which sounds like the dream.
They had Olivia Colpo on the show, so.
Yeah, she was playing her cello.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like the dream. So if she squandered her own dream, fine. But at least her dream came true.
But does like her dream bear lots of fruitful money?
Oh, I don't know. But then I think she does like Instagram ads.
Right.
So she does all of it.
Elizabeth Smart does Instagram ads. I know we talked about that on the show last week, and upon further investigation, we found out that she does hawk a FabFitFun box every now and then.
Here's some exciting factoids. A Merry Christmas Match starring Ashley Newbrough. I don't know if you remember her, but she was in Privileged with Lucy Hale. She played the sister.
Oh!
The one that looks like Khloe Kardashian?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm shook. Privileged was the best
I'm
show.
pretty
Best
sure
show.
that's who that is.
One season on CW starring Joanna Garcia Swisher, Lucy Hale, and Khloe Kardashian, and it was the best show.
It was the best show. I recently watched it because
CW Seed.
CW Seed. It's like all their throwback shows,
Oh.
and it was so incredible. But then it ended abruptly because like they were ready
show
for
got
season
canceled.
2, and I was just like, it really shook me.
It was such a good show.
I recommend binge watching it on CW Seed because it's so fucking good. But then you'll fall into a depression because it's only one season.
And you know who gets no justice is Joanna Garcia Swisher. She has amazing selection when it comes to like movies and TV shows, and they're so good and they like never work out.
Yes, but she too is living the dream.
Yeah, well, she's married to Nick Swisher, and Ben tells me he's quite wealthy.
And they are just the toast of the town.
Yeah.
So I feel like she gets to work when she wants to. Like,
She's best friends with Leah Michelle.
yeah, she gets to take whatever role that she wants, but there's like no pressure. And she's so beautiful, and she just seems really fun.
And happy.
And like she just has like cool friends too.
That's everything.
Yeah. Brooke d'Orsay is in Nostalgic Christmas
Thank
with
God.
Trevor Donovan from 90210. Teddy.
Thank God.
Yeah. And Rachel Lee Cook from She's All That is in A Blue Ridge Mountain Christmas on November 7th. Happy
This is
birthday to
making
me.
me very
I
excited
need to
for
know
Christmas.
if big celebrities who like lend their name and likeness to Hallmark movies, they do it because they get paid a lot or because it's such a big platform. Like so many people all around the world watch Hallmark that like it's almost like a great PR move.
I think it's the platform. I think they get paid. Money is money. And then it's like they tell them 60 million homes are turning into Hallmark Christmas countdown.
Right, and it's like that's a kind of demographic you can't get on Instagram.
Oh, big time.
Alicia Witt will be starring in our Christmas love song, November 21st. Jesse Metcalf and Autumn Reeser
Oh,
in
oh my
Christmas
God.
Under the Stars.
Jesse Metcalf.
Hallmark
Blake Shelton
What?
in Time for You to Come Home for Christmas.
Is he going to star
He's
in it or
probably
like
gonna
for
sing.
sing?
I don't know. Ashley Greene,
Love her.
Love
she's
her.
perfect
She is perfect.
in An Unforgettable Christmas on December 19th. You guys.
She played Alice in Twilight. for
Hallmark
those who
is
don't
like
know.
where like people who had hit TV shows back in the day just go
go to get work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's single-handedly keeping like a third of Hollywood in business.
Yes.
Like Candace Cameron Bure.
Yep.
I think she must do really well.
Yeah, I
She's
think-
not my favorite.
Me neither.
Me
like
neither.
at all.
And neither is any of the whole. I guess I just don't like Full House, but not like Jodie Sweetin.
None of those
no,
kids. I don't
no.
like any of them.
Unless they're getting married, Kate and Ashley. Like not.
This is
interested.
the first Hallmark season
Without
without
Lori
Lori Loughlin.
Honestly, they stacked up.
They
knew.
stacked up.
They had to make up for the loss.
Yeah, but you know who's not here? Jessica Lowndes. Where is she?
Oh, I never liked when she was
is
in
the
it.
most beautiful girl
I
in the world.
love her.
She is from 90210. She played Adriana, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it really just. It's so
They like really
shallow, but the movies really depend on the beauty of the characters. Like it's so.
It's so true because the plot's pretty thin. Like
Yeah.
no matter what, it's always the same type of plot. So it's
But
just
watching
matter-
beautiful people is always enjoyable.
yeah, and like when sometimes I really believe in the love. It's like you guys were hooking up on set. Like, then what?
Yeah. And sometimes, like, now that they're like big budget, fancy movie studios, they don't really do that. But when we first started watching, they would only hire actors who looked exactly like other actors, but like with a little something different. So you're like, wait, is that Jennifer Lawrence? Yeah, no.
No.
Yes? No.
No.
Jennifer Lawrence.
But now they have their real. Oh,
That was their old model.
Kyle Massey is in a Merry Christmas Match with Ashley Newbrough.
I thought you were going to say
Interessant.
Kyle Richards. And honestly, I feel like Kyle Richards could do a
Oh, she
Lifetime
would be
movie soon.
perfect.
She would be perfect. She's starring. Do you see the news that she's coming out with Jamie Lee Curtis in like the Halloween sequel?
No.
Like the movie that made her famous.
Oh, no.
They're doing like a revamp. Halloween.
Oh,
They're doing it again, and Kyle's in it.
very cool.
Very cool. Lots of industry news today.
They're also doing When Calls the Heart Christmas.
When Calls the Heart is Lori Loughlin's gig.
Yeah, but not anymore.
I wonder who's replacing her.
Well, before we bring out Keltie, let's recap Real Housewives of Orange County
Mm-hmm.
because it was actually a fine episode. It was better than last week. It's getting better. Very interesting was the Lizzie and Gretchen of it all.
Yes, and
My heart was with Bronwyn.
My heart was with Bronwyn until she was just like such a pussy and like was crying. Like
Because you know why? She came into the group and everyone immediately liked her and she didn't think she was going to have to go up against. And it's obvious that she's not good at confrontation and
she couldn't handle it.
She could not handle it.
But it's like the other shoe dropped real quick for her.
Yeah.
It was like the quickest and weirdest fall from grace I've ever seen.
Ever.
And the lie like wasn't that weird.
No, I don't think it's weird at all. She
say,
moved to Orange County. Someone set her up with a couple friends and she texted them. I didn't think it was so weird.
I didn't think it was weird either. And like, I guess she was intentionally lying, but like, if someone reaches out to me or I reach out to them because a friend said like, you guys should reach out, like, it's not a big deal.
It doesn't
It's
matter who
neither
reached
here-
out to who.
It's
because
neither here nor there.
I agree that whoever initiated conversations is sometimes an important detail, but when it's a mutual friend, like setting up a couple of friends, it actually doesn't matter.
And the text that she sent was like so benign and sweet. Like, hey, I'm new in town, like so-and-so said we should meet. And they're acting like Bronwyn reached out to these girls to get tea on the ladies and like stir shit up.
No.
But no, like, it's not her fault that that's who was recommended.
Now, I wanted to say something that might be a little controversial, but Tamara regards Lizzie and Gretchen as like evil. You can't talk to them. If you're friends with them, you're not friends with me. They tried to take my husband down. They called him gay and yada, yada, yada. But I feel like on this franchise, they have said far worse things about each other. And it's like, why is now this one particular thing that Lizzie and Gretchen did like so much worse than like the train thing? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Or
Also-
it's saying that Kelly does coke.
Also, Vicky was the one who started the rumor about Eddie. So, like, they were just, and like, people, she's friends with Vicky, other people are friends with Vicky. She doesn't have this, like, no fly zone with Vicky. They were just being, like, followers and, you know,
Right.
trying to stir shit up and also being just thirst monsters. I think Tamara just doesn't like them.
Yeah.
And she's forgiven Vicky because she has to because they're coworkers. And,
Yeah.
like, to her, like, Lizzie and Gretchen are dead to her. And they're just, like, persona non grata.
Shannon, I love her, but she was so incredibly wrong to blame the train thing on Vicky. Like, why is no one talking about how literally Tamara brought it up?
No, Tamara brought, like, Vicky could have just said something that was, like, fucked up and, like, makes you think there's more, but, like, we don't know what that is.
But they always say that on Housewives, like, I know more. And they never tell you, but they always say, like, if you knew what I knew.
Tamara said the word train for the first time. She also was the one explaining the rumor in
the
the car. And so if I was Kelly Dodd, I would be mostly mad at Tamara,
and
which
it's like,
she is.
And everyone was saying, like, Emily's being nosy and Bronwyn is being a liar, telling Kelly, like, being a shit starter. Like, okay, they definitely are doing that, but why is literally nobody talking about the elephant in the room? Like, Tamara brought it up and made it a storyline.
I just feel like no one has they haven't seen it back yet, and they
Right.
don't realize that that's how it went down, and like that it's not even like they're covering for her or anything. It's like sometimes when you see it the way that we've seen it, like just spelled out for us, they still think it's Vicky because they're all
Yeah.
saying that it's Vicky.
Yeah. Kelly's relationship with that guy is kind of weird.
Yeah, but now we know they're
They're
not
not
together,
together.
which makes me sad. And like now, I don't look at their conversations as cute, even though I thought he was giving her good advice.
Me too. Very much so.
And so like I want to be like, oh my god, that's her man.
He's
but they're
very
not together.
level-headed.
He's level-headed. Like everything he said was correct. Like go be with your daughter. And like I like a guy who like can hear something not so flattering about a woman and either be like, okay, if that's true, whatever, and if it's not true, whatever.
No, he's very mature, like,
Yeah.
which is a concept completely lost on this group of people.
No, 100%. It's really refreshing to see. I just wish I knew that it was true love.
I know. And they
know?
were talking about getting engaged, the 8-carat soup. I can't.
I was on my phone a lot during the episode, and that scene was one of them.
Yeah, it was, it's not the most interesting season so far. The dynamics are shifting, and I think everyone's trying to figure out where Bronwyn fits and where Vicky fits, not being a full-time housewife. Like, everyone seems confused. And so many of the ladies' lives are truly falling apart at the seams that, like, they don't have time to give the show any attention. Like, Gina, literally, there was sheriffs showing up to her house trying to arrest her, and Emily can't get her husband to talk to her. Her life depended on it.
My struggle, and I think I say this every week, but it's still the struggle I'm having, is like we are expected to care about the disintegrating lives of women who we never got to know.
We just met.
Like, and this week I really wanted to like care and be there for Gina, but I'm like, your life started falling apart, so you went on a TV show. And now like we all need to support you, but like we don't know you. When Shannon was going through it, that was after seasons of just like being
Watching them go to therapy.
a girl's girl and like her trying and like we just got to know her and like that's why we all rallied behind her. And I feel that way about Gina, but now that she's being like super open, like I feel like she's super relatable and like a lot of people can get with her. But with Emily, I'm just like, who, what, where, when, why,
It's
how.
just painful to watch. Like,
It's painful to watch like a person that I don't know, a relationship I don't understand, and try and like form opinions on it. I honestly don't fucking know.
next week, I believe the Dancing in Vegas comes to a grand finale, and I don't think I can watch it. It's too sad.
It's so sad, but it shouldn't be. Like, I don't relate. I just don't relate.
Yeah. I feel like also, I think Emily's hesitation with ever, like, getting divorced is I think she, like, really loves his in-laws.
Yeah, but then the mom was not being motherly.
I don't think she was happy about Emily saying the stuff on camera about her son.
Yeah, and it was a little too matter of fact, you know? Like, sometimes when you're, like, sharing or opening up, like, it's something you didn't expect to do. Like, she's very, like, obvious about everything because she's, a smart woman. But where are the emotions? It's all too matter of fact.
Well, I think their relationship and their marriage was always a matter-of-fact thing. Like, they got engaged on GChat.
But, like, how would you have that sort of relationship for 10 years? Like, that is such a long time.
I know.
You know?
No, I know.
And then you wake up one day and it's just like this, or was it like this the whole time?
I don't know.
You know, like Gina, like she loves her husband, there's an affair.
Right.
We understand. Like,
there's a timeline.
Yeah, I just don't understand even the good parts of this relationship. And that's why I'm just like, what are we doing here?
I don't know if there are good parts of the relationship. The kids, I guess.
Yeah, the kids are really sweet.
Really cute.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah. I feel badly for her. I just don't know what advice to give her.
No,
you know what I mean?
either. No, not at all. And does he have a job?
He's trying to be a lawyer, but wasn't he her boss? So how did she become an attorney?
And he didn't.
And he didn't. What was he
Maybe he was
bossing?
like the head intern or something.
Maybe he was like head of hiring.
That's a good call.
You know? Like I thought he was her superior for so long.
Right. Maybe they weren't working in law. I don't know.
know.
Other than that, truly boring episode.
But
we
Gina
didn't see Vicky.
and the legal stuff, and you know what? It always makes me wonder, like what I said when I read it in the news, because everyone is just so quick to judge. And like in this instance, that headline is terrible. Like she didn't show up to court. There's a warrant for her arrest. But like to find out the truth of what happened, the incompetence, like it's so sad. And the fact that she's just at home at her apartment, like waiting to be told what to do, and like no one's telling her.
No, totally. But that's also like you're a grown woman. Get a real lawyer. I'm sorry, a lawyer that doesn't check to see if your postponement was approved. Like I don't know what goes into being a lawyer, but I feel like that's an obvious thing to do.
Yes, definitely. I think.
Like I feel like in her hiring that lawyer, like she wasn't taking the situation seriously.
Perhaps. I mean, we need to know. Yes, I agree. I would like to know more about the lawyer and like, but it sounds like it was really his fault. You know, you put your hand.
You trust.
You trust the people that you're paying.
Yeah.
A lot of money to.
But that was really nice of Shannon to set her up.
Afford a
That's what I was
lawyer,
thinking.
And then
Shannon helped.
Yeah. I don't know. And the fact that lawyer was able to call off the sheriffs.
Oh my God, as they were literally on their way to her house.
Oh my God, that would have been horrible.
Horrible. And you know that she would have been filming or something. So epic.
Yeah, no, but she does it, the punishment doesn't
fit the crime.
I
agree.
You know.
Should we bring out Keltie?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Jackie, I'm ready, for sure. But not if I didn't let you know that the final sponsor of today's episode is First Leaf. Saving money on award-winning wine while you're guaranteed to love has never been easier than with First Leaf. Unlike other wine clubs that guess about your favorite wines, First Leaf uses your feedback and ratings to curate wine selections personalized to your unique tastes. First Leaf is so confident in the quality of their wine that they even have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means if you're not feeling a particular bottle of wine, First Leaf will cover it completely. You get started by taking the First Leaf quiz online, which is exactly what we did, and we have a bunch of bottles that literally just arrived today.
Yeah, we look at them all the time, these beauties.
They can assess your wine drinking preferences, from sweetness to wine styles to even how adventurous you are. They learned a lot about what we like when we took the quiz. First Leaf then created an introductory 6-pack of wine for us, all for $29.95. Seriously, 6 packs of wine for literally less than $30. These wines normally go for at least $20 a bottle. When our bottles arrived, we tasted and rated them. And then, that's the best part is like you can rate the bottle online so that the next person who comes and gets it, it really is helpful in customer satisfaction. First Leaf sends out more than 17,000 unique shipments of wine every month because everyone's tastes are different. Try the First Leaf Wine Club today, where buying great wine is simple. Sign up with our link and you'll get an exclusive intro offer. 6 bottles of wine for only $29.95, plus free shipping. Go to tryfirstleaf.com/toast. That's 6 bottles of wine for only $29.95, plus free shipping at tryfirstleaf.com/toast. Sign on, get drunk.
Sign on, get drunk, anywhere you want, in the home, beautiful wines, beautiful life.
If you have a question for Keltie, feel free to drop it in the Instagram post about her or on the YouTube feed if you're watching live. Tons of questions for her. I can't believe she was on The Bachelor. Let's get her out here. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Go get a snack, go to the bathroom, pluck your eyebrows. See you then.
See ya.
Welcome back to the Morning Toast. We are honored, humbled, and blessed to be sitting here with former Rockette, host of the LadyGang podcast, host of the LadyGang TV show, host of Entertainment Tonight, and I just found out that you were on The Bachelor.
You didn't know that?
No!
Oh, girl, everyone's been on The Bachelor.
What season were you on?
Okay, so it's such a long story. I only lasted one day. Okay, so It was Brad Womack's season number 2.
Okay, that's a great
The
season.
year Emily Maynard
Yep.
won. I know, and you don't remember me because I was only there for like one night. But what had happened was I'd had this bad breakup. My friend and I signed up at the coffee shop at the 101 Cafe. And then you kind of like start going through the process and you're like, wait, someone's picking me? And when you have a broken heart, all you want is like to be
chosen.
picked by someone. And you're like, the casting people think I'm a star. And so
Little
I
did
went,
they know.
and I remember I had an agent at the time too who was like, if you want to be a host in LA, you should go on The Bachelor. And I was like, okay. So anyway, the only thing that I find so funny about it is, first of all, I walked out of the car and I remember being like, I'm not sure about this guy. Like, are you a nice person?
Right.
I'm not sure. So that was number 1. Then number 2 is like, then I couldn't believe how heartbroken I was after 24 hours to get kicked off. I was like, I'm never gonna find love. I'm this like the way
It's
is,
a
like they
time,
take your
like-
phone away and like you can't have a book, you can't have a journal. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm crushed. And then I got back in the real world and I was like, what? I'm such an idiot.
That is
like,
so funny.
Such a loser. But anyway, of course I went on before you could get Instagram fame.
Right, before you get 1 million followers.
I could have been freaking selling tummy tea
Yeah.
and not working so hard, and
You
I
worked so
missed
hard.
out.
You work so
You work
hard,
so
but I
hard.
feel like you're so successful, and I feel like it's crazy that you're technically a part of Bachelor Nation. Like,
Yeah.
you could go on Bachelor in Paradise.
You could, but you're married, but you couldn't, but you could.
I think they have to invite you, and like they absolutely like are not inviting me. And you know what I think? I have to tell you something. I don't know if it was him that wanted me off or the producers, but at the time of my life I was sober, and so I was not drinking.
They don't like that.
And I think they could tell that I wasn't drinking, and they were like, "Get rid of this one."
Yeah,
I
because
don't want
they
to
like-
say that for sure, but
Yeah.
allegedly I was, and it wasn't even that I was sober. It was that I was like having like a real health kick. And I was like choosing the time to like not eat gluten
Right.
and also not
like
drink.
work on yourself.
Yeah, and they
that-
they freaking lied because I remember being on this health kick and being like, but there's somewhere to work out, right? And they're like, yes, there's a gym. No, there's not a gym. There's 2 yoga mats and an ab roller.
Wow.
In the courtyard by the pool.
Yeah, and they don't let you work out. They don't let anything that like stimulates your brain because they want you to go crazy. But it seemed like you were too healthy to go crazy. That's why they kicked you off.
At that moment,
Yeah.
probably.
That is so funny.
Interesting
Anyway.
factoid.
I did a high rocket kick out of the limo.
Did
a
you?
Gun, 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 gun.
I feel like you would have been so good on it.
I would have been amazing, but they fucked up. I should.
Well,
Sorry,
that's
I
another.
can't swear, can I?
No, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
Explicit?
This is
What
another-
rating do you have on iTunes?
We have
Hi.
5 stars.
Oh
This
yeah, we're
is-
not explicit yet.
No, we're
But
not.
we should.
We should be.
Are we going to talk about other podcast buying ratings? Have you guys
Okay.
done a deep dive?
No,
We
we
haven't
haven't.
done a
Have
deep
you
dive,
done
but
There's
I
so many things to talk about.
I know.
All morning long, I was like, I cannot wait to see the girls, and like, I can't believe I'm here.
No, I
and then
know.
like, I just want to like.
Chat.
Yeah.
Well, we have all the time in the world. Please tell us about the I have heard iHeartRadio podcasts, like iHeartRadio corporate, like does that.
Okay.
I didn't know you can, and like
And
where,
also
where can we
how?
do it?
Any
I don't know how, or
Can
I
we
would
get
have
some
already done it.
instructions?
I know.
Is it expensive?
So Jack in the LadyGang is like investigative reporter. She loves murder and she loves crime.
Mm-hmm.
So she started texting me and she was like, "There's a podcast called
Crime Junkie.
Crime Junkie."
Yeah, they
Oh,
were
this
just in the
was-
news for the plagiarism.
Yeah.
So they were plagiarizing, but then on all these subreddits, there was all this stuff about how like they went from having 600 reviews to like over 60,000 to over 100,000 in the span of like 2 months. Now, as longtime podcasters, we know even with millions and millions of fans,
Even with a TV show.
and the crazy downloads, like people just don't write reviews.
No, it's
Right,
not
unless
like-
they don't like something.
The amount of reviews you have is never like reflective of your listenership. Like it's annoying. I've never written a review for anything in my life.
Right, exactly.
Except for our show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I wrote one for my own show
Me
too.
too.
Yes,
I
of
do it all
course.
the time.
But it's just like it's kind of wacky to think you have a show that has like 100,000 reviews, and all the reviews are like so similar. Like they're very body.
Oh, they're
you know
like
when you
worded.
could, yeah, it's like this is my favorite podcast. Smiley face. Great content. Smiley face. And you're like, no one writes a review like that.
Right.
So then I got deep into it and started looking, and it's like it's just bananas. But then if you go on the top podcast charts, they're like in the top 200 episodes, they have like 75 episodes in the top 200 because the reviews
Keep bumping them.
change the algorithm.
The
So the
podcast
reason
chart algorithm
is messed.
It has nothing to do with people listening. It has
No.
to do with ratings.
Well, okay, so my husband's in the music business, and he
tell
told
us.
me how it works.
Oh, please.
So, but I don't know if this is like real or if he's just like full of crap. I love you.
That works.
But okay, so allegedly there's an algorithm mix between reviews, new listeners, and total listeners. So that's why shows like ours like kind of hang out around 175, 176 on the top 200, even though we're like huge. The most popular female podcast.
But it's the same audiences.
But it's because the Toasters and the LadyGang fans, they come every week and it's like the same people. And yes, you get a couple new people, but that's why like when, you know, whoever launches their new podcast, they'll be like, I'm number 2.
Right, we were number 1. We were number 1.
And she is number 2.
She was number 2 in TV and film. She launched a Bachelor recap show.
Overall.
Right.
Overall?
Yeah.
Right, but then you look at the numbers, no offense,
Yeah,
and
we
you're
can
like,
see
wait,
our
you got like 30,000 downloads,
Right.
That does it. Because we've been launching all these shows through the LadyGang network, and we're like, yay, you're number 6. And then we're like expecting this big number, and we're like, you got 11,000 downloads.
Right,
Excellent job. So the algorithm is messed up, and I have learned I gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Because I'm a 3 on the Enneagram, and I am all about the like, are
Am
you
I a
3?
3?
I think you are, where you care what people think about you.
Yeah.
The 3, the achiever.
Yeah, the achiever and like a little annoying.
Yes.
That's me. Jackie's a 1.
I am a 1.
Oh,
Extra
1.
annoying. Yeah, like perfectionist,
Yeah.
annoying.
I know that suits you though.
Does
Yeah,
it?
that
I
looks
really,
good on you.
I don't feel like I'm a perfectionist, but maybe that's the perfectionist in me.
Totally.
Thinking that it's not enough, you know?
Right.
We got so many questions for you, and obviously
Okay.
the one that people want to know most is LadyGang season 2. Do you have any intel?
We are working on ideas.
That's exciting. Can you tell us about LadyGang
Working
season
on
1?
ideas. Oh yeah,
Was
what
it
that
so
like?
much fun?
You filmed in your house?
Yeah. Well, I had like a mental breakdown in the middle of that whole zhuzh. So it wasn't that fun for me.
But can we say, as an audience, it was so enjoyable to watch. Like
It really
so
was.
good. And we're so hard on people
Everything.
from digital who transcend to traditional media
Yeah.
because they do a bad job and then they ruin it for us and give us a bad rep. You know?
Yes, I do. Did I ever tell you, or like, I think I maybe DM'd you the story about when the president of E brought
You
out
did.
the morning toast? This is an amazing story. So
It
I was
really
having
is.
breakfast with, I'm going to say the wrong title, but I believe it's president of E, Adam, and he was like, you know, all the young people in my office watched the morning toast, and they had this amazing review of why they thought your show was great versus other digital to TV shows.
Right.
And then we watched the whole thing, like the 15 minutes where you were talking about it, and that was just like the nicest thing.
Well, because it was
like-
really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really hard. I think that the hard thing about TV is that it's so small, and I think that people only got to see one side of us, which was like that loud, abrasive dick pic side.
Yeah.
And I think with podcasts, like, you know, there's things like, there's times where I'll come in and I'll be like, I'm a horrible person, and here's why, and you get to see like the soul
Right.
of it. And in TV, I don't think we really mastered that, so we're kind of trying to rejigger,
Right.
so that, you know, because women are a 360 human.
More than just...
Yeah, and like, I think what makes our brand cool is that we are like kind of outspoken and like we'll talk about anything, but then to have just like an entire season of like tampon stories, it was like,
Right.
it got aggressive at the end.
I get that.
So we're trying to better ourselves, and so we're working on it, and we're gonna see like if it can go. TV is very,
Really
very
hard.
difficult.
What was it like having all those people in your house?
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
Really? It's nice not to have to leave your house.
That's true.
Yes. Well, the number one joke of LadyGang TV, and everyone knows it, is that when you work on something and you have a conglomerate of like 50 people working on it, you don't always get your way.
No.
And being a 3,
It's
I
very
think my
tough.
way is the only way.
I mean, it is.
And
I
my
totally-
opinion is the only one that
I don't
matters.
even need to know your opinion or your way to know that it's the right one.
Right. So then the set designer like picked this wallpaper that I like had a visceral,
but it's your house.
like high-V reaction to.
Would you have had that reaction if it wasn't your house?
Yes.
Oh.
100%. But then they put it up on my walls.
Right.
And it was there from, I think, September until May, because we took a break between like the first part and the second part. And then my husband and I lived with the set in like over Christmas. I didn't have a Christmas tree. It was just
Oh,
the
that's
wallpaper.
so annoying.
And every time I came downstairs to make coffee, it was just there.
like a
and I was like
reminder,
getting
yeah.
hives.
Yeah.
So really, like, I loved LadyGang TV. The only thing that I didn't like about it was the wallpaper. And I feel like it could have been a different show had we had like a different paper.
Season 2, if it becomes to us, will you be in your house?
I don't think so.
I think that's probably good.
It was hard on my marriage.
Yeah.
It was hard. We were living on a cardboard floor, you know, but it was like nice. And like, let's be honest, like, I'm a hustler, so like they obviously paid me to use the space.
Oh,
and
so-
I bought these Louboutins with that money. So like, I'm fine. Oh, with that.
That is so
Becca
funny.
always, every time I was like, oh, it's just so hard. She's like, they're paying you. And I was
Right.
like, true.
And your home is also in renovations because you are like Joanna gains, like
Yes.
renovating bathrooms.
Yes. Well, I'm almost done. We bought a fixer-upper 3 years ago, and I've been fixing it up, and I like to do the things myself.
Oh.
So I've been hanging things and sanding things, and just, we're about to start the backyard, which I think will be dirty
Right.
and fun, and like, you know, it's kind of sad that I'm like, here's me with Britney Spears, and here's me with J-Lo, and people are like, but what about
Your
fixer-upper
backyard.
LA?
Yeah.
Like, what toilet paper roll are you hanging today? And I was like,
That's cool, though.
fucking help the people.
Well, you have so many jobs, and one of your most interesting ones is being a host of Entertainment Tonight. You get to do every
Oh my
red carpet.
God. You will never believe what I have on the show tonight. This is live, right?
Yeah, this is live.
Tonight, I got the only interview that's ever happened with Britney Spears' boyfriend, Sam Asghari.
Oh, I saw that on your Instagram.
Yes, it's
Wow.
coming tonight.
How was it?
It's like life-changing.
Was she
because
there?
She wasn't there.
Okay.
But I've seen him on carpets with her, and I've obviously followed their love on Instagram, and he just has such a mean face.
Yeah, he does.
He looks consistently angry, and I was like, wow, this guy has got to be a real jerk. And then he came in, and he was like, hey, so nice to meet you. Like, so down to earth, like almost too down to earth. I was
Yeah.
like, are you a con man? I'm not sure. But the nicest guy, and he was like, my family's from Iran, like they're all back there, like they come once a year, like he's very like almost 3-ish, like
Yeah.
he's like, I work out and I have lists and like whatever, and then he was talking about the boys and like the family, and like he talked about Britney like she was just like a normal
regular
person.
girl.
And he was like, no, we just love to watch movies, and like, well, I love it when she does the fashion shows because like she's always, I'm taping it.
Oh my
and,
God,
like,
stop.
Like I was like, who takes your workout videos? Who decides the workout? And he's like, well, really, honestly, like, yes, I work out, but Britney's been dancing like her whole life,
Right.
so
Yeah.
she just loves it. So you can't stop her. And I was just like, oh my God, you're like talking about Britney Spears the way
Spears.
my husband talks about me. It is like, I think it's gonna change the world
Journalism.
of pop culture.
I
I
think
mean,
so too.
this could be my next Emmy.
This could be it. Oh, yes, you have an Emmy.
Yeah.
Where do
What
you
was it
keep it?
for?
So Entertainment Tonight won Best, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, I'm not gonna know. Entertainment News. It's a daytime Emmy. It's not a nighttime Emmy.
Still counts.
It
It's an
doesn't
Emmy.
matter. It doesn't say daytime Emmy.
Did you go to the awards?
Yes, we went
Was
to
it
the
incredibly
awards.
boring?
It was long. Because
Yes.
you know what's daytime Emmys? It's like all the soap opera stars, and if you don't watch soap operas, because I have a job,
Yeah.
that takes a long time. And then it's like Dr. Phil, whatever. But it's always fun, and it's just funny because I've been nominated. That was my fourth nomination. So I'd been nominated and lost 3 times, and my outfits got less special as
Of
time went on.
course.
Because the first time I nominated, I'm like, yellow bow, huge hair, a look, you know. And then as time went on, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be pretty long. I think I'll wear a pantsuit, you know.
And then the year you won, what did you wear?
Oh my God. Well, I had just had a car accident.
Ooh.
And was in a cast, and I had a Saint Laurent one shoulder fringe dress that was fabulous, but it's black, which is a color I don't ever wear.
Really?
Well, this is navy blue
Yeah.
and it's dark, but black on the red carpet
Is a big no.
If you're a thirsty bitch like me
As
and
we are.
you want the press, you don't wear black.
Okay.
Black is for Kate Moss. Kate Moss gets her picture. They'll take your picture if you're Kate Moss. If I walk down a red carpet in something black, all the cameras just go down because they're magazines
that's
and
our problem.
sites.
Maybe that's our problem.
They don't buy black pictures.
Interesting.
That's my number one thing. When people are like, how do I get famous? I'm like, wear
Wear
a bright
color.
color on the red carpet.
Wow, that's going to be so tough for me, seeing as how I only wear black and all I want to do is be famous. So I'll have to figure that out. For
You're gonna
myself.
have to start, and honestly, silver and metallics don't work either. You
Fuck.
gotta be in yellow. It's gotta be color of the season, marigold.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
You look at the Vogue, and then you're like, oh, everyone's wearing seafoam. I'll wear seafoam. And even if you don't feel your best,
It doesn't matter.
You will feel your best when you're in Us Weekly.
That is such good advice.
You're welcome.
Truly.
And the thing I literally needed to talk to you about that I'm so glad I didn't forget is you had a crazy week because you were on Lizzo's Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the funniest video ever.
We were so excited when we saw it.
Yeah, we're like, we have to talk to Keltie about this.
So you guys know that I have now a history of making a fool of myself on other people's
Instagrams?
Yes.
Who
Okay.
else?
So before Lizzo, I'll tell you about it. So I'm at the Met Gala, and Tiffany Haddish is there, and Kris Jenner's behind her. So I'm it's very competitive at the
Yeah.
Met Gala to get the interviews because there's no publicist, there's no can you bring your client over?
Right.
It's like, come over to me. So I'm with Tiffany Haddish and I see Kris Jenner. I'm like, I cannot miss Kris Jenner.
No.
That's a big moment, you know? So I'm like, oh, Tiffany, guess who else is there? Guess who's ready? Kris Jenner. She ready? And then I was like, ooh, is that a appropriation if I say she ready, like I'm not sure. So then I said she is ready.
Oh, God.
Like I put it in English, and then the internet was like,
Oh my God, that is so funny.
so bad. So then the internet decided like I was a horrible person, and then just kept playing that on a repeat. And then Lizzo interview happened this week, of course, and I'm like, we did this whole beautiful interview. Oh my God, you were gonna quit. Oh my God, it took 12 years to become an overnight sensation. Oh my God, body positivity. Like so many beautiful topics, and she was so awesome, and she hadn't slept after the VMAs, and it was like a great interview. And then we do a speed round. And the speed round is like, if you weren't 100% that bitch, what would your DNA say? And she just goes, I'm black.
It's
and I'm
hysterical.
Like, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. We're never gonna air it. Like, it's not gonna go out in the world, because it like, I was like, okay, next speed round question. And my face is kind of like, and then of course somewhere on the internet it went out, and then they snipped that little piece, and then I get all these mean messages that are like, you need better questions. You're a bad interviewer. And then all I do is I just I like click the copy paste my entire like 11-minute interview that's online. I'm like, here's Miami, here's Miami, here's Miami. I'm like, of course, but people don't understand. They get so mad when they're like, how dare you ask a woman what she's wearing on the red carpet? And I was like, let me tell you something. I'm from Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. What people wear on the red carpet
is important.
Is my life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's my escape from the cows and school and all the other things. Like, people don't act like you didn't get dressed up.
No, totally.
Just like, it's supposed to be fun. It's entertainment. I'm not
fun.
the New York Times.
Right.
Totally.
You know, and one day I will be the New York Times,
Right.
and then I'll sit down and be like, let's talk about the effect of climate change on your movie. But for now, I'm on Entertainment Tonight. I'm entertaining you.
And maybe then you'll get nominated or win a People's Choice Award.
Well, oh God, are we going to talk about it?
Keltie just told us that the People's Choice Awards nominations came out, and we didn't even know, obviously, because we weren't nominated. And LadyGang was nominated last year and
lost.
Not nominated this year. How does it feel? We're two losers 2 years in a row, so we
not
we
even
feel
losers.
unaffected.
We weren't even up for it.
Right. We're not even cool enough to be a loser.
Right.
Well, I mean, I want to be happy for my friends that are nominated. Good job, Caitlin. Good job scrubbing in.
Yes.
I think the Dax Shepard nomination is a little bit of a racket. That's
Me too.
a celebrity.
I agree.
We're gonna need to split the categories now. It's gonna be celebrity podcast and
Real
regular
podcast.
girl hustling podcast.
Real podcast.
Like, you know what I mean?
Did you see Conan O'Brien on the cover of Variety saying he was the king of podcasts and he's changing the medium and bringing it to a mainstream audience?
Hurtful.
But it's like, it's so much easier to book celebrities and have a great show when
course.
you're a celebrity.
Right. Conan
Like,
O'Brien has no trouble booking guests on his show.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, actually, he kind of does.
Does he?
He's not as cool as he used to be.
I don't think he was ever really like
Yeah,
cool.
okay. But anyway, my point being is like, I was honored to be nominated, and they can never take it away.
Never.
People's Choice Loser is very good on my brand.
And you guys looked so cute on the red carpet with your matching
but
pastels.
it's like, it's going to be sad to be ousted this year.
Well, you can hang out with us.
I think they need more than one podcast category because podcasts are huge.
Are so diverse.
This is pop culture podcast. Like, what about comedy?
Right.
What about crime?
I
or
know.
at least celebrity and regular.
Right, and the Webbies, you know, they had a podcast category, and we submitted ourselves, and it cost like thousands of dollars to submit yourself.
Right.
And I was like, to win what? A Webby? Like,
not
I'd
gonna put
rather
that in
have
your
the
Instagram
shoes.
bio.
You know what I
shoes.
mean? Like, I'm like, whatever. Anyway, the People's Choice Award, I'm more mad for you guys.
So are we.
You know what I mean? Because we've had our time in the spotlight to lose, but what the hell? Like,
Here's
you
our
guys,
chance to lose.
You're a conglomerate business of podcasting every freaking day.
We shoot ourselves in the foot because we want the respect of E, but we're over here like making fun of them all the
We
time.
talk
Like,
a
no
lot of
wonder why
shit.
they're not going to throw us a bone. Like, we literally talk so much shit about them.
We do, but we also like source them all the time. Like today, I think we did 3 e-stories. Like,
That's
we're
true.
driving traffic.
We are.
You are. I think it's, you know, I like to say this. I think that we're so busy hustling, we didn't have time to shenagle ourselves into the nominations. Too busy creating excellent content.
And you know what? I hate traveling to LA anyway, so
No,
whatever.
you love it. And you would have worn black, and I would have yelled at you, and it would have been amazing.
And we would have been wondering why our photos weren't up.
Well, yeah,
What
totally.
I want is, honestly, we don't have like the success to do it, but I would like you guys to make like the Morning Toast Awards. Like,
We've actually, the
Toasties.
Toasties, we've spoken about
no,
that.
I know, because the Revolve Awards, like, you know how the Revolve Evolve clothing company has awards, and they
For,
just
like,
invite
influencer of the year.
all their friends, and they're like
Models.
hairstylist of the year, model of the year.
Totally.
Well, if you guys started the awards, you could just call your friends and be like, you get best trio podcast of the year,
Right.
LadyGang,
You
and
get best duo.
Yes.
I like that.
right? You would get the icon award. You
Right,
get like
the
the
Video
Michael
Vanguard.
Jackson Video Vanguard
No,
award.
like,
The Joan Rivers Award for Excellence.
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh!
that's good.
Yes.
Create the award show you wish to see in the world.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I will say that I was really hard on winning an Emmy. I was like, I gotta win an Emmy. I gotta win an Emmy. And then now it's like in my living room, and I don't care actually.
Really?
Like you stop caring. What I want is like a really great clutch. Like that, like literally while I was waiting in your green room, I was like, should I work? Should I go on the real and try to find an expensive clutch?
You should.
You should. Do you
work
have
hard.
one in mind? It's hard to find a good clutch these days.
I know.
It's not Edie Parker.
I want that like claw, Bottega.
Yes, with the knitted. Yeah, that's a good one. Can I take some questions from Instagram?
Oh my God.
Joy BK, craziest
cares.
red carpet moment you've ever witnessed.
Jake Gyllenhaal, I told him he was sexy and he walked away.
Stop.
I didn't get the interview at all. We've made up since.
Jordan Tomas, I feel like you're always on the go. How do you balance work, social, and personal life?
I don't. Usually I like cry in a corner. I emotionally eat like carbs late at night and then like hate myself later.
Okay, that's relatable.
Yeah.
Chelsea Stevens 11, can you tell us a little bit about your Rockette days? You have hilarious stories, and how much it was a staple in your childhood.
Well, the greatest thing about being a Rockette was that my vagina was too big for the bodysuits. This is my claim to fame. I was a Rockette for 6 seasons, and
Wow.
I was a dancer,
We
professional
go
ballet.
every
probably saw
year.
you. We go
You
every
do?
year.
Every
We're
year, since we were
obsessed with
kids.
The Radio
Really?
City Spectacular.
Yeah, we have like outfits, like pictures of us in Rockette costumes, like the green long sleeve dress, like
Yeah.
when we were 6.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
We had 2
definitely
Rockettes
saw
come on
you.
the show once. We were like, we stan the
Okay.
Rockettes.
Yeah,
We respect it.
We respect the hell
At
out
the
of Rockette.
institution.
It's the institution. It's so glamorous.
It really is.
And I've never been treated better at a job than
Really?
I was at the Rockettes. They treat the Rockettes like you're goddamn princesses.
Tell me about the
Amazing.
big vagina.
Oh yes, the big vagina. Thank you for following up. So I do not have breasts, but I think when God was making me, they were like, we still want to give you cleavage, and they gave me like a vagina lip cleavage. My husband is like, please stop talking about this because it's not that big, but for me it is. And so there's like all the corsets and bodysuits you wear, and basically they're like quite thin, you know,
Yeah.
like a Sophia Richie bikini.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For a little prepubescent vagina. Well, my vagina's a full lady, and
It's a
so
lady
I
gang.
have to go into the fittings, and they would like have to add like extra fabric around the side, like a maxi pad with wings, to like make sure, because when you're kicking
Right.
and you're splitting, that is when it
Can
Yeah, it
open.
moves around.
you've all experienced a front wedgie on your vagina. So
All the
like
time.
when you're doing 90 minutes of kicks, all of a
Right.
sudden it's a front thong.
Wow.
And so I had a bigger vagina. But also the great thing is that while I was in those costume fittings, I made them put boob pads in every one of my costumes. I
Smart.
have no boobs, especially during the Radio City season. You lose so much weight because you're working
Right.
out so much. So like everyone is like so flat chested, and then I would have like these huge, like beautiful breasts in all of my
Smart.
because I was like, can you double up the boob pads?
And
I'd
they
be like-
could.
I'd be like, it's Christmas again. It was amazing. One time, oh my God, it was such a good story. One time, I was about, you know the bus scene?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so the bus scene happens, so everyone in the New York City scene is dancing, and then the Rockettes come in, da-da-da, and we all strut into like a thing.
Yep, double-decker.
Yeah, and then we walk around, and then we get on the bus, and then we go for the bus ride. So we have these white coats, and then these jackets, and the hat, and the earrings, and it's a very quick change. You finish the soldiers, and you're like, get up, get changed, and you have like 35 seconds to change. And so I'm standing backstage, and I'm like getting ready to step on the stage, no panties. I only had the tight. I forgot a very important step of my costume change. Dress, earrings, gloves, hat, jacket, shoe change.
So when you kicked your leg up,
No, I couldn't go on stage with no panties.
Oh, you
that
didn't
would
go.
ruin Christmas. And I was like, ah! And then I ran back around and was like, ah! And it was like such a weird thing because you're so used to your track of like where you
Right.
go. And I had to find my white underwear and I put them on and then I like joined in and like ran to the bus.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that's the last year they ever hired me. I I think I got fired.
There's
for
no
that.
room for mistakes in the Rockettes. It is a serious.
Absolutely not. Forgetting your panties is like a global sin.
No, that's like the worst thing you could have done.
Yeah, it was pretty much.
This isn't a question from Instagram, but it's just a question for me because you host the Lady Gang with Becca Tobin, and I am myself like a rather large Gleek, and I want to know if you ever watched Glee like before you knew Becca.
Yes. Well, when Glee was on, I did not have the money for television.
Okay.
It was the struggle bus years.
Relatable.
I was a professional dancer during the time, and I auditioned quite often to be a dancer on Glee, unsuccessfully.
up.
Wow.
Yes, I had a pair of Walmart stretch skinny jeans that were purple. And I
That's
would wear
perfect for Glee.
I would wear my purple stretch jeans with a combat boot and a denim vest.
Wow, that's very
That's
Glee.
so Glee.
I know.
And you didn't get it.
Never got it. So, but I remember Becca getting Glee because we have all these mutual friends, and everyone was like, Becca's quitting Broadway. She's going to go do spray tans in San Francisco or something. You can ask her about it when she comes on the show.
Oh yeah, is she coming Friday?
I think she's coming, right?
Becca's coming Friday.
Anyway, so she went to go she was quitting dancing to be a spray tanner, and then the next thing I know, she was on Glee, and I was on, and then I had switched over my job, and so like the last 2 years, I was working as a baby cub reporter at Insider, and I'd see her on the red carpet, and I was like, wow,
Those were the days.
you're so rich.
Totally.
And I was like, I'm making $65 a week. Yeah.
Sweet and Sulky, what is the best career advice you've ever gotten?
The best career advice is, I think, to stop saying just.
That is such good advice.
Any email, any phone call, any text, like, just checking in, just wanted to see if you received my resume. Just be like, following up, checking
more
in.
direct.
And I also think that I have just been through this personally. You have to sit down and realize your worth. And when it comes to getting the job or negotiating the job, the whole business of business is to make you feel like you're not worth it, you know? And I do this with our podcast and everything in life. Women, we just apologize for taking up space so much. And I've learned, especially in the last year, to just be like, you know what? I do have a talent, even though my talent is like talking.
It's a talent.
I can host live television for 4 or 5 hours at a time.
Damn.
Like, I'm a hard worker. I'm always responsible. I show up on time. Like, there's so many things that you kind of blow away. And I'm like, you know what? I'm worth it. And I'm not going to accept less than I realistically deserve
Right.
to do this, because or else my life is a disaster.
Right.
Because there was a time where, like I was saying, during LadyGang TV, like I was doing ET full time. I was using vacation days to shoot LadyGang TV
LadyGang.
on Tuesdays, and then running to shoots at night. Still a little bit drunk from it.
Right.
It was it was just such a crazy time, and we were also writing our book, and
Right.
so there's just so much going on.
And still recording the podcast weekly.
Still doing
Right.
the podcast, launching the network. Like, I mean, there was just so much going on, and I was like, why did I set my life up like this? Like, I'm
Right.
taking pennies from everyone to make $1, when if I asked for what I deserved in every area of my life, and then made my, hate to like quote Katy Perry in her documentary, like relationship days a priority,
Right.
then I think I'll have a better, so I'm like 4 days into my new life, and I think it's
how's it
going great.
going?
So exciting.
So far,
You
I'm
look like refreshed.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
thought you had a good time.
no, it's because I'm also on the supermodel diet.
Oh, what is
what's
that?
Okay, so every year around this time, the Victoria's Secret Angels are usually getting ready.
Not this year.
Not this year. It's canceled. But I have a couple friends as the Angels, which makes me sound like a douchebag. I really just have one. But anyway, so they always do the train like an angel, and then I would be around her and I'd see what she eats, and she would just eat like protein and vegetables, which is
Okay.
essentially a carb-free diet.
Right.
So I am going to the Seychelles with my husband to renew our vows at Christmas.
Oh my God, that is beautiful.
And I have like a lot of body goals. Like, I have a beautiful body and I love myself so much, but like I want to be fucking like Halle
Snatched.
Berry.
Snatched to the
I
gods.
want like a behind picture of me on the beach where my butt is like apples.
Right.
And it's not there yet. Like,
Okay.
I am right now feeling great in clothes.
Okay.
Nakedness,
Not there
it's
yet.
not there yet.
I don't know if I'll
So-
ever be there.
Right. So I'm doing like, yesterday I went for sushi with my husband, and I like just ate sashimi.
Good,
and
no
a
rice.
seaweed salad. And I took out the rice. I wanted
Great.
rice. I tried a sushi that was wrapped in cucumber. It was
It's
fucking disgusting.
It tastes like skin.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. And I love cucumber.
No, same.
But not in the sushi.
No, it's the weirdest thing.
No.
My final question for you is just out of genuine curiosity. How long have you been doing Lady Gang podcasts?
I think the podcast is 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how do you know the Lady Gang girls?
Oh, this is so great. Great question.
Thank you.
You should get an Emmy.
Thank you. At least a People's Choice Award.
So Becca and I used to run in the Dancer Circle together in New York City, and she had a blog, and I was like in the internet world, and so we knew each other through that. Jack and I dated the same dude.
Someone we know.
He was, I know the internet's not going to be like, why do you keep talking about this? I'm talking about it because
she was asked.
You were
asked.
We're connected.
And you were asked.
So we're over it, but like it's how we're connected.
How?
You dicks. It was the old guitarist from Panic at the Disco.
Ooh.
Back in the day.
Wow.
The emo
Groupie.
days.
Groupie.
Yeah.
That must have been fun.
It
Yeah.
was, I mean, Jack was there before the real band really was big, but like I was there during like the closing of the goddamn door, and we were like in Paris playing festivals. It was like very zhuzhy, and I think I fell in love with that,
Yeah.
and like didn't have my blinders on to be like, is this person a good person?
Right. But it was like the lifestyle.
But it was like, ooh, I'm on a tour bus in France.
That
This
is
great.
sick.
It was sick. So anyway, we met through that, and so then when Becca and I had this idea to start the show, I was like, I know this girl is so cool. I want to be friends with her. Let's invite her. And then I invited Jack, and now. You know, the podcast, we had launched a network. Like you guys have a network, so we just kind of watch whatever you guys do, and then we do it. Like
Okay.
you got merch, we got merch.
Can we just say, like, when we wanted to start a network, we told our team, we're like the way the LadyGang does it.
Yeah.
You went there
really? You guys were first.
Yeah.
We were first?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to give credit where credit is due. You were first.
Great. But
Yeah.
you have shows now in your
Yes.
network, right? It's great.
It's
It's
fun.
great.
And-
Network boss.
Yeah, we're bosses now.
I know, I am the boss of people, and it's so great because I love to boss people.
Me
around.
too. That's
But
the three in
it's
us.
so great because you can put it on your feed, and then it has a big launch right away,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's the power of
It's
us.
like
Yeah,
It's
rising tides, raise all
Racial
ships.
ships. So true.
I want to ask you something. You guys do you do a box yet?
no, but you do the box. I
The
got
box
it.
is our box is on sale right now, and it's really good. And would you do one?
Yeah, but tell us about the box.
Okay, well the box.
It's a monthly subscription. It's a
no,
one-time
it's
thing.
it's a one time only. You can buy it every quarter, and like this time we have like that Kai fragrance, and so the fragrance is like $60, but the box is only $50. And then
Oh.
like Playa hair stuff. We like go to all the brands that we like.
Right.
We've like Spencer Pressed crystals.
No
like,
way.
It's zhuzhy, but I think you should. You
That's
could
a
do
great
like
idea.
a
That's a great
box.
idea.
Yeah.
Like a gift, you should do one for Christmas.
Like a
Yeah.
favorite thing.
and then ask your people, like, what would
What
you
they
want to see
want.
in it, and use your power and go out and get those brands.
Maybe some snacks in the box.
No, there's not snacks.
our box would have to have
Non-perishables. Canned goods.
Beans.
No, because that's the mistake we made.
Did you?
You can't have something so heavy.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
right,
then you
shipping.
lose
Oh,
the
money. The
shipping.
Shipping.
The shipping's like $45 on the box,
Okay.
and like you're only charging people $10, and then you're out all the money.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Like
Okay.
right now, our box has this big thing of turmeric because I love like a golden latte. It's so good for your digestion
Okay.
and your skin. And we put it in, and like everyone's getting their box, and they're like, my turmeric is like people put the knife in to open the box, and then
Oh,
my choose the
no.
turmeric, and then it's like.
That is hilarious.
We also put a vibrator in our last box.
Ooh, very
Because girls
progressive.
are scary. You could have a vibrator.
Yeah.
Why'd you point to me?
Because you're the three.
She looks like she might be.
She definitely doesn't.
not
She
getting
never
it.
knows what about. She doesn't ever seen
Yeah.
it or whatever.
This outfit to me says
Anal.
fingers only. This says to me
Lady.
like I don't
Lady.
like a full lady.
She puts the lady in
Lady.
LadyGang.
Oh yeah, like you to me are like
Rock on.
one in the
Yeah.
bum, one in the
Okay.
toe.
Okay. Honestly,
I see that.
I think that's a great way to end the episode. Everyone follow. Oh, by the way, you have @Keltie on Instagram, which is like probably the most impressive
Your biggest
thing to date.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, it's really impressive. And Becca has @Becca.
Yeah, Becca helped me get at Keltie.
Yeah, I feel like @Becca's a little bit harder to get because it's more of a common
There's
name.
too many Beccas.
Right, and there's
Yeah.
like Rebecca's. You got to count them all in.
Becca Cosmetics.
Becca's
Right.
Kufrin is shaking
Yeah,
somewhere.
right.
Yeah, all the Beccas from The Bachelor. So many of
@Keltie.
them.
Follow her on
Becca
Instagram.
Tilly.
Listen to LadyGang. Entertainment Tonight with Sam Ashgari. Right.
Tonight.
That's going to be really fucking exciting.
Oh my God, this was so good.
This was so much fun. Thank you for being here. We also have
you.
Becca Tobin on Friday. I think that's going to work out, right? Oh,
It's
it's done.
done.
It is working out. Becca Tobin's coming on Friday.
Are those
so
your Louis Vuitton bags?
yes, we
Yes.
have matching
Those are
bags.
dicks.
Love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning into the Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. We're also available anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, literally everywhere. I don't know where people listen to podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review about how we're so beautiful and skinny.
Smart,
love you guys.
educated.
Smart, educated. Yeah, really well-rounded.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.